Can you recall a moment that transformed you from a helpless child into a capable adult? We were all young and dependent once. Someone had to guide and help us to do things before we did them ourselves. I didn't know when or how the day would come where my independence would be tested. My name is Sharyar Ahmed, and I learned how much independence I was capable of during a trip to Disneyland. In my speech, I want to go into detail about how I gained independence on that trip. Going to this trip was a stepping stone into doing many more things on my own. The happiest day I can remember was the last time I went to Disneyland. This last childhood trip to Disneyland would conclude a year's worth of trips led by my father. This time, however, my father couldn't make it. So, using everything I learned from past trips, I had to take up the responsibility and lead the group in his place. With my father's absence, I discovered how ready I was to start exploring the world on my own. Having an example to follow paired with self-confidence prepared me to rise to the occasion. During my last trip to Disneyland, I took on several responsibilities without the help of my father. And I had to be attentive about the long journey to Disneyland, navigating around the park, and getting back home. Getting there involved trains and buses, and once there, I used a map to carefully navigate through the maze of a park and plan the day out. Thanks to my father for making me pay attention all those times before, I was able to ensure a successful trip. This test of independence built confidence to me and helped me get through life's various challenges and to put myself out into the world. After my final childhood trip to Disneyland, crucial skills stuck with me. Once I knew that I could go to Disneyland and back on my own if I chose to, it built confidence within me to be able to do anything independently, to solve problems, and to find my way around places. The skills of being confident and being able to take care of myself and all these things were able to shine and develop throughout my life. I took myself to school and back at a young age, frequently ran personal and family errands. I made a habit to work within budgets and save, and was basically trained for adulthood from the get-go. Although the memory of that day in Disneyland is still fuzzy, the feelings and lessons have remained. And although it began as something of an inconvenience, it turned out to reveal strengths in me that I never knew I had. After being guided many times before, it was finally time for me to take charge doing something. A trip to Disneyland helped me realize my independent ability. My father couldn't be there to guide me like before, so I had to step up for the group and get us to and through a large faraway place. I had to be responsible as the navigator to make sure we were going the right way and in a timely fashion. Being a small, young figure and accomplishing to me what was a big task, I built confidence within myself and grew more independent through the coming years. The people in our lives won't always be there to hold our hand and lead the way, so we should all work on being self-dependent. This Disneyland trip proved me my ability to handle things without constant supervision and chaperoning, and when compounded with further events, transformed me into the young man you see before you. Thank you.